Marketing Audits with Connor.
Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're doing another review of a website, and my employees, who think they're funny, decided to pick a website of a product that I hate. I hate these products. It's water bottles. Let's get started.
We know we're funny.
Okay, and before we dive in, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date with just all of the marketing tips, tricks, and hacks, entrepreneurship advice that we give here for free. It's all here on YouTube for free. So, smash that subscribe button. Let's get started. Okay, so I personally hate water bottles. Not because I don't like using a water bottle, but my wife has probably bought 30 different water bottles in the last year. And every single one, it's so much better than the last 20, 30 water bottles because it does this one thing, this, and this, and this. Me and my business partner have also been pitched on investing into certain water bottles companies, and everybody loves like coming up with a new water bottle idea. And I hate it because I just don't care about water bottles. They're all the same thing. Now, to be fair, after reviewing this website a little bit, this is a pretty decent water bottle. And as much as I hate to admit it. Decent. Compared to all the other piece of crap water bottles out there. Okay, so this is a water bottle that looks like you can, filtration at your fingertips. The all new LARQ, is that LARQ? Is that like an acronym? Anyways, bottled, filtered, removes lead, chlorine, VOCs, and more from your tap water. Simply fill, flip, and sip. Okay, so just scrolling through the website real quick. This is something that's really important about your website. Most shoppers are going to come to your website, they're going to read this first section here, and then they're going to scroll and just look. So that's why headlines are so important. This is what I tell my website developers and even like just my copywriters. Like, if you are going to build a website and write a copy for the website, you have to be able to completely sell a product only in the headlines, right? Anything here and just little snippets so that when someone like me comes to this website and they start scrolling, they can learn everything they need to know to buy the product from just the headlines, which is very difficult because that's not a lot of information, but that's where you can be an extremely successful copywriter and website developer, and growing your business to get sales is by following that principle. So that's right off the bat, not a great for this homepage. It's all of their headlines are just the titles of their water bottles, which does nothing for me as a consumer. It doesn't tell me anything. It's like a camera, a Sony, Canon, XR, something. Does that sell you on the camera? Not at all. You need to sell your product. No one's just gonna buy it because the name of your bottle is an LARQ bottle, pure VSTM, trademarked. So, if you are in that 1% and you're a multi-billion-dollar company that has the brand recognition that, Apple has, go for it. You don't need to work on any sales copy. And if you're one of those companies, you're probably not watching this video. Let's be honest. So for the rest of you, you need to have better sales copy. Okay, so let's go to the actual individual product pages because I bet you $1 bazillion that we can become an insider. So I want to take a second and talk about this because every website you come to has some sort of pop-up. Join our, subscribe to our newsletter, things like that. When you are asking someone to give you their information, you have to sell them on it. Hey, give me your information is just like, hey, give me your money. It's just a different currency. And so that's why it's so important that if you're going to have some sort of pop-up, you've got to give them a good reason. And so for this example, it says, become an insider. Be the first to receive exclusive offers, new releases, and content and more. There's no incentive for me to give them my phone number. Now, this is where if you want to say, hey, first time purchase, use this code for 10% off, you are then saying, hey, if you give me your information, I'll give you 10% off my product. That is a better sell than just become an insider, join my subscription list or my newsletter or whatever. Future updates. I don't want future updates. I want like discounts now. So that's where I think, like, especially when they're asking for a phone number as well, you got to bring even more value if you're going to ask for something as intimate as a phone number. Where emails, I know that I can just unsubscribe really easy. It's going to go to my spam box anyways. So no one's going to become a hardcore fan until they try the product, and this is now hindering people from buying the product. So let's move on from there. So let's just look at, they've got a couple different products here. I'm just going to pick this first one. Again, another thing, before even looking at the product and learning any sales copy, this water bottle is $95. $95, and they have not sold it to me. They haven't done anything to sell me on this water bottle. Maybe I saw an ad or something like that, but there's not enough information in most ads to fully sell someone where they just are ready to buy. And all of them are out of stock, it looks like. So yeah, that's a massive bummer. You can't even go to that product. So like, I was looking at how to get to the product. It's just this really small shop now. So in order to get to this product, it's not even on, like, I can't even see it on this first part. So I got to find the small button that says shop now. If you have a Shopify website, if you have any kind of website, you're never going to have a higher than probably 0.5% conversion rate if your website is laid out like this. So you have this picture of this product. It's especially a water bottle, a very like competitive industry. Like there is tens of thousands of water bottle companies. There's so many. And this is the sales approach. Show a picture of the product, show a title, and then show a price. But hey, you could get 4 interest-free payments of $23. And then, hey, there's a lot of reviews. That's awesome. And you pick your color and your size, and then you can buy it. So they haven't sold me on this product. Now, I know somebody's going to say, or think to themselves, but look how many reviews they have, 2,696. That means people are buying them. And that's something that can be very misleading for businesses because like working with, businesses from small startups to massive multi-million-dollar companies and 10x million-dollar companies, every strategy for these businesses is different. Some businesses, they are willing to lose money every month to grow their top line revenue because they want to get more growth so they can get a bigger valuation so they can sell. And so the instant response and the biggest pushback I get from most business owners and marketers when I talk about this topic is, well, these other companies are doing it, so it must be working. Well, you don't know that because they might be spending $300 to acquire a new customer, and some companies will be okay with that because they're looking for long-term lifetime values of their customers. They know that, okay, if we can get a customer, they're going to end up spending $1,000 with us over the next 2 years, and they're okay doing that. And so that process, it doesn't work. This layout, it doesn't work, but some businesses are okay eating that cost. I guarantee the conversion rate on this website, I'd love to see it. I don't know, but based on the thousands of websites I've looked at and audited, I can guarantee you it's probably close to a 0.5% conversion rate, which just means out of 100, it'd take 200 people to come to this product page to get one sale. And with ad costs just getting more and more expensive, it's going to be like you'll never be profitable selling a product at those margins, right? Or that conversion rate. unless you're getting like 10-cent clicks. And if you're getting 10-cent clicks, they're probably not very good clicks, to be honest. That's why it's so important to understand the psychology behind selling a product. Because if you can understand that, then you don't have to rely on super cheap clicks. And you don't have to rely on like burning through cash to grow your customer base. They could very easily become extremely profitable acquiring new customers by changing their website. Because especially on a higher ticket item, it's not like a super high ticket e-commerce product, but it's still a more expensive e-commerce product. You have to put so much more effort into selling it that you've got to change this up. So the first headline, I mean, if you look down, you don't even see any sales copy until here. And it's saying like it can even, get rid of things like E. coli. It goes through, and it doesn't even have like, it shows pictures underneath all of that of like, looks like there's a light in there that does the clean. Like, I don't even know how this cleans it, except maybe there's a light. So somebody coming to this website for the first time, they're seeing a $95 water bottle, 0 sales copy, they're not gonna buy. And like, at all, unless they're being referred to like the website by their friend or something. So you scroll down, then it starts getting into how it cleans. It's got this digital purification with some, fancy technology.
Digital purification.
That's what it says. It just says.
Like how does it purify things digitally?
It's crypto water.
Or it uses an anti-spyware to
yes,
water.
It's a McAfee. So I mean, like, it blows my mind. So I'm looking at like this website too, like this picture. It just is a very plain website. You've got, design-wise, it's like a picture and copy, and picture and copy, and like, still, it doesn't even like sell me more hygienic than regular reusable water, like reusable bottles. They're not going into any of the like health benefits. They're not going into any of that. 98% of your body is water. Make sure it's the good stuff. It's just like, geez, we should call them and say, hey, we'll build you a better website. So something they do have that's good, testimonials, always a good thing to help. They only have 2. One's from CNN, underscored, and one's from Time. Okay, so they're not even testimonials. They're quotes about other, from like magazines and stuff, which is still great. That's like, I wish they used like the logo or something from Time or CNN, because then it's like a little bit more credible than them just saying Time. So they've got some awards, like right here, they have pictures of like CES Innovation Awards, Winner Dizen Awards 2019, Red Dot Award 2019, Best of the Best. Who knows? Okay, then they get to the testimonials. Yeah, so like this is what just boils my blood. How does the LARQ bottle Pure Viz work? That is at the very bottom, and you have to click on a button to show that information. And like it's giving me good information. The bottle uses patented UVC technology to purify your water and bottle at the touch of a button. The bottle intelligently turns on every 2 hours to purify both the water and water you put inside, as well as the inside of the bottle. The UVC light eradicates biological contaminants by destroying their DNA. Okay, I'm gonna say this as well. As a man who is dyslexic and who's been like trying to learn how to read for like almost 30 years, you've got to speak to people. You don't, and like we worked with a bunch of brands that are very sciencey, and you have to dumb things down for everybody, even smart people. Like they need their sales copy very dumbed down. It's always good to have this really sciencey explanation afterwards, but you have to say it like, sell them and like very simple, and it's like, okay, and here's like the real sciencey stuff that will back up what we're saying. And the reason this works is because how many people have you talked to that's like raves about a product and they're like, oh man, the science behind this stuff is like amazing. Like it's so good for you, blah, 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 blah. And you're like, really? Like, how does it work? And they're like, well, I don't know. But this, like, I can't really explain the science, but it's there. So you should like, you know, but it works. You know, you can read about it on their website. It happens all the time because people don't really care about the science. They just care that there is science. So that's a really good way to sell these like more scientific-y products because you got to talk to people. Like, it's a perfect example is The Office. I love The Office. I quote it at least once a day. I've actually got this nice courtesy of my man Jerem. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott, with a picture of Michael. I love The Office. You'll learn so much good business advice from The Office if you just do the opposite of everything Michael does. So when Oscar goes to Michael about the budget deficit, and Oscar's like, hey, we have a budget deficit. We have to spend this money by tomorrow so that otherwise it gets deducted from our budget. And Michael's like, okay, cool. Explain it to me like I'm 5. And Oscar's like, we didn't spend enough money, so corporate will think it doesn't take that much money to run the branch, so next year they won't give us as much. And he's like, okay, that makes sense. Good. But try explaining it to me like I'm a 3-year-old. And then he goes into this analogy of like a lemonade stand and everything. And that's how you should approach writing copy for your website and your ads. Explain it to someone like they're 5, and then explain it to them like they're 3. Because if you can deliver a message as simply as possible, people are going to be more likely to buy because a confused mind always says no, every single time. My guy Trey said maybe we should do a quick bullet point of all the things that change. 1, make sure people can easily click on the products on this homepage. 2, make sure the website is structured 1,000 times better on the product pages so it doesn't go product, image, title, price point. It should be main section all about like selling the product, a regular hero section. Go check out some of my other videos where I dive deeper into that. Maybe show some social proof, benefits, feature benefits, then showing the like quotes from the news sources, the reviews, product. That's how you could, like if they just made that change, they double or triple their website conversion rate and they double or triple their revenue. So if they're doing $1 million a month in revenue, they'd then be doing $2 or $3 million just by changing the website. So I would not work with this website. I'd give it a big thumbs down. Anyways, that's it for this video. Make sure you subscribe so you can stay up to date on all the marketing. Just subscribe because then you're going to get all this great information for free. And I'm going to not like try and sell you a $20,000 course that teaches you nothing.